Hello, everyone. Fame is a peculiar thing, much like vast wealth, and until you acquire either the first or the second or both together, you won't understand how it changes you. Part 2. Many Hollywood stars, just like ordinary people, are susceptible to the affliction of alcoholism. Fighting it is sometimes harder than being a top Hollywood star for many years. Today, we'll specifically talk about such actors. Welcome to the Top Art Legends. Let's get started. And let's begin with a person whose legendary love for alcohol is well known. The one and only Johnny Depp.
She crazy, I'll give you fucking crazy. That's crazy.
In 2016, following his divorce from actress Amber Heard, Johnny Depp expressed that he felt he had reached a new low point in his life. Then he began pouring himself a vodka in the morning and started writing until the tears filled my eyes and I couldn't see the page anymore. Having spent far more than $30,000 on wine alone, the then 56-year-old Depp soon found himself in personal and financial turmoil.
Because of the allegations, because it was such a high-profile case, I lost then, no matter the outcome of this trial. I'll carry that for the rest of my days.
Since then, according to Depp, he has been attempting to focus on writing on an antique typewriter and his music with the band Hollywood Vampires, featuring Joe Perry and Alice Cooper. I spent years poisoning myself. I was very, very good at it. It was best to stop. Now I look back and say, why? Why did I do that? In second place, we have everyone's favorite, Brad Pitt. He has been working in the film industry for 3 decades as both an actor and producer of many successful films. However, behind the scenes, he struggled with drugs and alcohol for a prolonged period. After a public divorce and custody battle in 2017, he openly discussed his alcohol and drug addiction, as well as his efforts to maintain sobriety. In an interview with GQ, he admitted to using alcohol as a means of escaping feelings.
Thank you, Bradley. He's a sweetheart. I got sober because of this guy, and every day has been happier ever since. I love you and I thank you.
And after several months of sobriety, he was ready to confront these emotions. He said, GQ, "I think that's part of the human challenge. You either deny your feelings all of your life, or you answer them and evolve." And next, we have the wonderful top actor, Ben Affleck.
My life's very full right now. Very full.
Known for his leading roles in such films as the Oscar-winning Good Will Hunting, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and many other iconic movies. He struggled for a long time with a disorder related to alcohol consumption, and in an interview with the New York Times, he revealed that he had undergone rehabilitation twice before seeking treatment for alcohol dependency in 2018. Since then, he has undergone outpatient treatment and referred to friends Bradley Cooper and Robert Downey Jr. as 2 people who helped him achieve sobriety, whom we will discuss a bit later.
And, guys like I found, like Bradley and, Robert have been really helpful to me and really supportive, and they're wonderful men.
He explained that his recovery gave him vital life lessons on being honest, responsible, and helping others. Most importantly, according to him, it taught him how to apologize when he was wrong, as he continues to take steps towards his sobriety today. Battling any addiction is a lifelong and difficult struggle. Because of that, one is never really in or out of treatment. It is a full-time commitment. The 4th fantastic actor on this list is Colin Farrell.
For me, it's always the night of a good party. I don't know, it's fine.
Following his role in the film Miami Vice, Colin Farrell described his depression, significantly linked to substance and alcohol addiction. Since then, the actor has transformed his life, stating how professional treatment changed his life and helped repair relationships that suffered from years of alcohol abuse. In 2018, the actor even returned to a rehabilitation center to help cope with the urge to use psychoactive substances and prevent a relapse.
Really?
Seriously?
Yeah, like a real desire to live. And I suppose the birth of my first son, James, this little baby who needed a dad, so that was a big turning point
That's
for me.
really
He was about 2 when I got sober. Yeah, James was about 2.
Today, he hopes to erase the stigma of addiction and inspire others to never feel ashamed to seek help. It is certainly not abnormal what I went through, sadly. It is pretty much a garden variety tale of an addict, I suppose. And having an addiction and not knowing as a man what to do in a male-dominated society that puts worth and high value on emotions of alpha behavior and pack mentalities and such. Next on our list, who we mentioned while discussing Ben Affleck, is his friend, the marvelous actor, Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, two, please.
No, I'm not drinking. I don't want any.
That's what I'm talking about. When I get up in the morning and I'm putting on my uniform.
Robert Downey Jr.'s experience battling alcohol addiction is one of the most well-known, as he is currently one of the highest-paid actors in show business. However, not long ago, he was practically unhireable due to his alcohol and drug addiction. In 1996, he was arrested for heroin and cocaine possession, and it was challenging for him to break free from the cycle of substance abuse. Eventually, Downey Jr. sought help, and in the following years, he resurrected his career as an actor, starring in blockbusters like Iron Man and The Avengers.
I think part of the reason I'm still so interested, not just in life, but also, getting to do what I do, is I'm a fan. I love movies. I love creativity. I love music. I love culture.
According to a 2013 interview, the actor credits a combination of 12-step programs, yoga, meditation, and therapy for helping him stay sober. Robert Downey Jr.'s career, now over 15 years into his rehabilitation, seems to continue to thrive, and the longer he remains sober, the more impressive and inspiring his comeback becomes. Another friend of Ben Affleck, the outstanding actor Bradley Cooper.
And I was beyond hungover. I was probably, if you look at it logistically, still drunk.
Right.
But tell me, because you first of all, you smelled so bad like alcohol, and we thought maybe that's the kind of guy you were, and we hired you off of your first audition.
Wow.
So I learned a big lesson.
Bradley Cooper is known for his comedic roles in movies, but he also delivers exceptional performances in serious projects. However, like most of us, he has faced his fair share of challenges. He has been alcohol-free for over a decade, and in a 2015 interview, he described how alcohol deeply affected his relationships. "I wouldn't have been able to have access to myself or other people, or even been able to take in other people if I hadn't changed my life. I never would have been able to have the relationships that I do. I never would have been able to take care of my father the way I did when he was sick. So many things." After his recovery, the actor became a director and starred in many successful films, including the 2018 movie A Star is Born, which received acclaim for its directorial craftsmanship and acting performances. Next, we have the renowned contemporary writer and actor Stephen King, who has a significant connection to Hollywood. The globally famous horror writer Stephen King struggled with alcohol addiction for a long time. In 1987, King sought help to give up all forms of alcohol and drugs, becoming one of many celebrities who found recovery in Alcoholics Anonymous. In 2013, he spoke about his former alcohol addiction. "There's a thing in AA, something they read in a lot of meetings, the promises. Most of those promises have come true in my life," he continues. "But it also says in there, we will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. And I have no wish to shut the door on the past." King doesn't pretend he never struggled with alcohol and doesn't feel the need to conceal it. Instead, he sees it as part of his journey to health and a battle that can be overcome with professional help.
People want to know where the bodies are buried. Yeah. They want to know what twisted me to do what I'm doing, and the truth is even more horrible. The answer is nothing.
And finally, in this video, the youngest among all the previous stars and a rather well-known actor, Zac Efron.
Because I'm going to Vietnam, and I'm bringing a beer! Yeah!
Zac Efron admitted that becoming famous at a fairly young age led him to resort to inadequate mechanisms to cope with difficulties. While filming Seth Rogen's movie Neighbors, he entered a rehabilitation clinic twice a year due to alcohol and drug addiction. He told The Hollywood Reporter, "I was drinking a lot, way too much," before acknowledging how fame affected him. "I mean, you're in your 20s, single, going through life in Hollywood, you know? Everything is thrown at you." He also mentioned that he has learned from his past and continues to grapple with the never-ending struggle of addiction, with therapy and Alcoholics Anonymous aiding him in changing his life. "It's impossible to lead an honest and fulfilling life as a man and not make mistakes and fess up to them when you need to. but it's especially humiliating when they happen to be so public and so scrutinized. To be continued. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. See you later on the Top Art Legends.